Hello and welcome back to my channel. We are not going to talk about how badly my eyelashes are attached today, okay? Not going to talk about it, but today it is that time once again. It is currently the end of July and I'm going to be filming my August TBR. As usual, we're going to be using my TBR jar. However, I've put in a few new little prompts. I feel like I haven't updated her in a while, so it was about time. I put in some new prompts. I'm hoping, fingers and toes crossed, we're going to get some of them today to keep things a little bit fresh, a little bit spicy. And yeah, as per usual, I'm going to be choosing 8 books. Do I usually read the 8? No, but it gives me a really good selection for the month, and I think it's just a nice whole healthy number of books to choose. And if you're not familiar with what a monthly TBR is, TBR stands for to be read, and it's essentially just a pile of books that I really want to get to in the month of August. So yeah, I hope all of that made sense. Now let's get into choosing my first prompt. Okay, please give me a good one. I've also recently reorganized my bookshelves and I've got no idea where anything is. So it's gonna be interesting to try and find some books today. We have one. Please be good, for the love of everything. Oh my god, it's one of my new prompts. Okay, so this prompt says to choose a book closest to 300 pages. So when I wrote this prompt, I had it in mind that it could be like really cute, really fun to go through so many different books and like look at their page count. I suppose let's start with some of the books that I really want to read and that I think might be around 300 pages. First off the list that I'm interested in reading and think will be around 300 pages is Swift and Saddled. This one is 303 pages. That's really good. Oh no, that's like an excerpt from the next book. Let's have a look. Okay, this one is actually 289 pages. Nope, that's the acknowledgements. This one is actually, give me the end thing. There we go. This one is actually 285 pages. I don't want to show it to you because it is a spoiler, but 285 pages. Can we get closer than that? We're gonna try, but I don't know if we can get closer to that. So what can I go for next? Another book that I really would like to read is Collide, but I don't think it's anywhere. Yeah, it's way over. It's like 400 pages. I really would like to read Learn Your Lesson as well, but this one is absolutely going to be longer. Yep, 400 and something pages as well. We could try maybe Tattered Stars by Catherine Cowles. This one is, this one's 310 pages. So this one is closer than Swift and Saddled. I would prefer to read Swift and Saddled, but I'm intrigued by Tattered Stars as well. Should I keep looking or are we gonna settle at 10 pages? Just out of pure curiosity, this is another one that I would like to get to soon. It's like 400 pages as well. This is All My Kisses for You by Monica Murphy. Another book that I would love to read at the minute is Bourbon and Lies by Victoria Wilder, but I know it's gonna be too long. Where is, I can't find any book. There it is, okay. Tutoring the Player by Rebecca Genchak. How long is this one? This one is 283 pages, so again, too short. I think the closest we are gonna get is Tattered Stars by Catherine Cowles with 310 pages. I'm pretty certain that was the end of the book and not like an excerpt from another one. Yep. That's the epilogue. So 310 pages is Tattered Stars by Catherine Cowles. I want to try and say that this one is sort of like a horse rescue ranch type of situation, but I'm also thinking that could be another one in the series. Oh my god, it is this one. Okay, everything about this woman is a surprise, from her spine of steel to the sanctuary she hopes to create with the land her mother left behind. As a careful friendship sparks into something more, someone watches, and they'll do anything to tear it apart. I think I'm gonna read this one. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's the closest I'm gonna get to 300 pages without going through every single book on my bookshelf. I didn't love Whispers of You by Catherine Cowles, but I have high hopes for this one. I know a lot of people absolutely adore her writing and this series in particular. Now, I always get so excited during my TBR videos and want to read like every single book, but we have our first book on the TBR for August. Alrighty, second prompt. Let's have a look. The way I want to choose all of my new ones, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna read it. Okay, let's have a look. I can't grab it. All right, this one. Let's see. An author whose first or last name starts with the first letter of the month. So we are going to be looking for an author whose first or last name starts with A. Oh, I think we're going to have slim pickings, I'm not going to lie. A, we could go Amo Jones. We could do Jennifer L. Armentrout. A. Jade. That's my only option. Let me have a look on my Kindle. We have, what's it called? We have Where We Started by Ashley Munoz. This is a motorcycle romance. We have Broken Whispers by Neva Altaj. The one that I just gasped at is Playing by Her Rules by Amy Andrews. I bought this one in a TBR video like 2 months ago, I think. Didn't read it. Stephanie Archer. Okay, suddenly have so many options. So we could do Behind the Net by Stephanie Archer. I'm so intrigued by the rugby aspect of Playing by Her Rules by Amy Andrews, and it's also set in Sydney, Australia, which is like 2 hours away from me, so that's really cool. And I would love to read about some rugby, and she's Australian. This is actually such a hard decision. I'm torn between Playing by Her Rules and Where We Started by Ashley Munoz, because this one I know, so angsty, second chance, crazy. FYI, I think I'm in a little bit of a book slump at the minute, so I'm like, do I want something angsty that's gonna keep my attention and like have me hooked, or do I want an easy read? You know what, I think I'm more intrigued by the fact it's set in Australia and the fact it's rugby, because I don't think I've read a rugby romance. So I think I'm gonna choose Playing by Her Rules by Amy Andrews. This one from memory follows like the team captain of the Sydney rugby team and like his ex-girlfriend. I'm pretty sure it's a second chance romance. For someone who doesn't like second chance, I seem to have an awful lot of it on my TBR, but I believe she becomes like somewhat of a journalist and like wants to pull him for an interview and do like a piece on him, and they end up reconnecting, I think. I'm gonna be content with this one. I'm gonna chuck her on the TBR. I'm really excited to read it. I'm like, always get so excited for all of these books every time I pick them, and then I just forget about them. But this one, I've been itching to read this one for like a couple of weeks now, so I'm very excited to get to it. Book number 3. Give them a good mix around. Come on. Okay, I've got 2. Let's go for this one. Same prompt, different font. We have an author whose first or last name starts with M. I would really quite like to read All My Kisses for You by Monica Murphy, but I'm gonna assess my options anyway because there could be a better one. Oh, we have North of the Stars by Monica James, which is like a, what's called historical romance set in Viking times. However, it is kidnapper captive, and I've heard some like not too crash hot things about it, so maybe not that one. We could do Tease by Melanie Harlow, but I don't really want to read that one. Anything by Mariana Zapata. Looks like we're going for All My Kisses for You by Monica Murphy. This is the first book in the Next Generation Lancaster Prep series. It is a high school romance, which are not my favorite now because I'm 21. I'm just about to graduate university. I don't really want to read about high school kids, but I will make an exception to return to Lancaster Prep and see my favorite characters from A Million Kisses in a Lifetime and things I wanted to say. But I think I'm gonna choose this one just for the sake of coming back to like one of my first loves in book form. I think I'm gonna read this one. Next prompt number 4. Let's see, what have we got? If I can unfold it. A book talk book you haven't read yet. This is another one of my new ones. I love that we've gotten 2 new ones and 2 like identical prompts. I feel like so many of the books on my shelf have been book talk books at one point. Are we going like old book talk or are we going current book talk? It says OG, so that makes me think we're going book talk as of like peak 2020. I'm thinking like The Spanish Love Deception, but I really don't want to read that book. Go for Binding 13. We could go for Reckless by Elsie Silver. Reckless is definitely more recent, but I feel like Elsie Silver still very much fits the whole like cowboy obsession that's happening on book talk. We could go Lauren Asher. I feel like her F1 Dirty Air series wasn't that huge on TikTok. It was sort of more the Dreamland Billionaire series. Maybe we go Reckless. Can I skip Reckless and just go to Hopefully? I had this little conversation with myself in my physical TBR video where I'm not particularly interested in reading Reckless. I've started it twice now, I think, and I just haven't kept reading it. But Hopeless is really intriguing to me. It's giving the same vibes as like Daddy Cade from Heartless. Am I gonna succumb to the peer pressure? Are you guys gonna be really mad at me if I skip Reckless? I can't even promise that I'll come back to it. You know what? The fact that I've given Reckless 2 chances already, and like Theo's fine, Winter's fine, I'm just like not obsessed with it. Both times I've stopped reading at the point where they like have a one night stand and then go their separate ways. Don't want to jump to Hopeless and potentially skip some plot that happens in this one. Okay, I've heard you guys. I'm gonna be good and I'm gonna be faithful. I'm gonna read Reckless first. This is a accidental pregnancy to single parent trope to like the father doesn't know kind of vibes, and when he finds out, he's like, let me step up, let me be a good dad. That I feel like summarizes this book. He's also like a professional bull rider. She's a doctor at the local hospital. 3rd time's a charm, right? 3rd time's lucky. I'm gonna put it on my TBR. If I don't read it this month, I'm just gonna skip to Hopeless. Don't come for me. Book number 5. Here we go. Come on, please. I'm gonna laugh. I think I have another one where it's like an author whose first or last name starts with S. I'm gonna laugh if this prompt is that, because my luck today wouldn't surprise me. Oh my god. I didn't want this prompt. After filming my physical TBR video, I don't want this prompt. It says, treat yourself, in brackets, buy a new book. I don't want to. And there's no books that I want at the minute. I don't want to. I don't want to spend my money. What do I do? Let me browse my wish list. If there's none that I want, I'm gonna repick. I've been spending so much money recently on like so many things. There's no books that I want to buy. Okay, we're gonna repick the prompt. I don't want to spend 20 something dollars, $30 right now. Book number 5, having a little redo. Sorry about that. I just don't want to spend my money. I've spent too much freaking money in the past couple of weeks. New prompt. We have a book with a 3-word title. A book with a 3-word title. I've seen there's 2 that I want to read. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. My options for a 3-word title is Learn Your Lesson by Candy Steiner or Sea of Ruin by Pam Godwin. 2 very, very different vibes. This is a single dad, like preschool teacher romance, and it's professional hockey. This one is a historical romance about pirates and like the British Commonwealth or something. What are they called? Like commanders? The guys in the red suits from Pirates of the Caribbean. I want to read both of them so badly. This is dark romance, by the way, dark historical romance. In this moment, oh, I want to read both of them. And there's another one that I want to read too. No. Babbitt and Liars by Victoria Wilder. Can I put all of them on my TBR? Oh no. Look at this cover, by the way. That's beautiful, but I'm having such a conundrum. I want to put all of them on my TBR. You know what? We have 2 small town romances. We already have a sports romance. So I think I'm gonna pick Sea of Ruin by Pam Godwin. But I wanna read those 2 so badly. I think I'm gonna do it. I'm feeling so insecure right now. I think I'm gonna pick this one. I'm fairly certain this one follows Bennett, who is a female pirate who, I think it's also a bit of a love triangle where potentially her ex, I think he's after the same like treasure or something that she's after, but then the 3rd guy comes in as like, I don't know what, a commander for like a British ship. I don't know all the terminology. I think he comes in and he's like a 3rd aspect and maybe he captures her. And I know there's some consensual non-consent in this book, which is scary, but I am just like so intrigued by the storyline. I'm like, since reading A Fate Inked in Blood, I'm not shutting up about this book. I'm mentioning it every video. Since reading that book, I'm really, really intrigued by more historical romance that is like historical romantasy, but like it had some historical Viking sort of vibes to it, so I'm really intrigued by this one. I'm so also very scared of it. I think I'm gonna do it though. Yeah, this feels right. The cover's beautiful. I've been anticipating this book for at least the last like a month and a half. Okay, we're gonna put on the TBR. How cute, how cute. Okay, I'm obsessed. That reassures me of my decision, but I really want to read these 2. I'm keeping these 2 right here, and if they fit any more prompts, they're going on the TBR. Book number 6. Oh, we only have 3 more chances to get to those 2. Okay, please, please. What's that one? Okay, give me this one. Okay, we have a chance. We have a chance with this prompt. Oh my god, okay, we have a chance. This prompt says for a random color generator, so I'm gonna pull up a random color generator on my phone, and we're gonna hope that we get either black or green. Okay, random color generator. Oh. I just clicked on the link and it gave me a color. I'm gonna go for one with a spinny wheel, although that was green, but I'm gonna go for one with a spinny wheel. Oh, they all load as soon as I click on them, so we're gonna screen record and we're gonna go for it, I guess. Okay, I'm gonna pick the top link. It's already shown me green, so I'm probably not gonna get green again, but here we go. We did it. We did it. I'd like to thank my mum and my friends and this random color generator. We did it. It's not the same green, but I'm taking that as green. I feel like I've just like won an award or something. So now comes the tricky decision. Do I want to read Watch Your Mouth by Candy Steiner, or do I want to read Collide by Balcabra? Why is every decision in today's video so hard? I'm gonna go for Learn Your Lesson. I need to remind myself of how excited I was when I read the excerpt of it in the back of Watch Your Mouth. I need to remember that. I need to sit with that. I need to channel all of the good vibes to this book right now. And I think I'm going to pick it. So this one is a single dad. He's also a professional hockey player. I'm pretty sure he's a goalie. And it follows him and his daughter, who he has been widowed. He's a widower. And it follows his relationship developing with his daughter's preschool teacher, kindergarten teacher, who she kind of like sticks her neck out to look after this daughter because she sort of recognizes that she's not got a mother figure, so she steps up and she takes really good care of her. And yeah, that's sort of like how the book kicks off. It's going to be interesting to read about. I think I'm going to choose this one. Do I feel good about that? I think I do. I think I'm going to put Watch Your Mouth on my TBR. I'm going to do it. How cute is that? How? She's so colorful. She's so cute. Okay, book number 7. I've got 2 more chances to get Bourbon and Lies. I believe in myself. Right, 1. This prompt is for a motorcycle romance. I don't know how to feel. Is that a motorcycle? Can we call that a motorcycle? So I'm either going to be reading Welcome to the Dark Side by Gianna Darling, or I'm going to be reading Where It Started by Ashley Munoz. Originally, this is one of the new prompts that I put in. Originally when I put it in, I had Welcome to the Dark Side in mind because I started reading that a while ago and I didn't actually mind it. I kind of felt an inkling to return to it this month. But Where It Started by Ashley Munoz sounds really interesting. Let me read the blurb of Where It Started actually, because I'm only basing my opinion off of good reviews. Usually watching a notorious biker club mourn the loss of their beloved president would be a dangerous choice. 10 out of 10 do not recommend, unless of course your family. I didn't really consider myself part of my father's legacy until I found out what he left behind in his will. Property, 10 acres to be exact, which included the headquarters for his beloved motorcycle club. I had no idea that by accepting the terms of my inheritance, it would thrust me into a battle with the new club president. Wesley Ryan was unfathomably hot, menacing, and formidable in every— I'm sorry, I'm not gonna say it, but his derision toward me only made me cling that much tighter to my birthright. This is until he decided to play dirty. Wes didn't just taunt me by bringing up our past. He wanted us to go all the way back to where we started. Back to when we were 9 and I was just the girl next door who stuck into his treehouse. Back to when he'd fight the boys who made me cry. Back to when he first kissed me and stole my heart. I had to remember Wes wanted to claim my father's property, not me. I walked away once. I just had to prove I was strong enough to do it again. I'm gonna choose this book. Where We Started by Ashley Munoz. It sounds like it's gonna be everything that Crossroads by Devney Perry tried to be. Crossroads was like the heroine bought the farm of her like childhood best friend. I don't think they ever got in a relationship, but she bought the farm, his family farm, and like came back and returned out of the blue, and it was like really tension filled and second chance vibes and didn't really live up to what I was hoping it would. So I'm hoping that will. And from the reviews I've seen of it, I think it might. So I think I'm gonna read it. That one's gone on the TBR. All right, book number 8. Oh my God. Oh no. I'm only gonna be able to, oh no. What if I can't choose one of them? Okay, please praying to all the TBR gods. Amen. Which one do I want? This one. Okay. Okay, this prompt is for my most recent purchase, which is not Bourbon and Lies. Is it? Oh no. It's either Fall of Ruin, what's it called? Fall of Ruin and Wrath by Jennifer L. Armentrout, or it's Bourbon and Lies. Oh, this is the moment of truth. It's Bourbon and Lies. I'm gonna be putting Bourbon and Lies by Victoria Wilder on my TBR. This one gives such similar vibes to like Tattered Stars and Where We Started. I'm obviously in a very specific mood this month, but can we take a moment? I'm gonna try and do this without cracking the spine. Can we take a moment? She's beautiful. This one follows, I'm fairly certain, he is a like ex-police officer, or I'm pretty sure he's an ex-police officer, and he went through a very traumatic like shootout, kind of drug bust kind of thing, I think it was, or maybe like human trafficking bust, where I don't think they were partners, but they were in a romantic relationship, and she was the daughter of like the chief of police, where he went through quite a traumatic situation where he lost her in the shootout. I'm fairly certain she died. I have read the prologue and that's what I'm basing that off of. There was a very, very big trigger warning list for this book, which is a little bit unexpected for a small town romance, but you know, cover kind of gives mysterious vibes. Violence and death on page, descriptive gore, which kind of interested in a romance book, you know. Discussion of captivity, violence towards women, gun violence, violence against an animal, discussion of deceased parents and family, reference to sexual assault, discussion of cannibalism, a discussion of homicide, main characters dealing with PTSD, which please for the love of God be a good representation, vulgar language, and descriptive open door sex scenes. So yeah, I think I'm gonna put this one on the TBR. I really freaking hope this book becomes one of my favorites because I'm already in love with her, and if she doesn't live up to this cover, I might be a bit disappointed. Well, I'm gonna put this one on my TBR. I'm really excited to read it. I think this one is probably the one that I'm most excited to read. Oh my god. Oh, and look how good they all look together actually. Urban Lies maybe doesn't look that great with the rest of them, but we're gonna pretend she's cute. Let's have a quick little recap. We have my most recent purchase. We have Urban Lies by Victoria Wilder. Then we had a random color generator and somehow it gave me green twice. Maybe my phone was listening to me or something and just like it decided to be nice to me. But we have Learn Your Lesson by Candy Steiner. Then we have a book with a 3-word title and I chose Sea of Ruin by Pam Godwin. Then we have an OG book talk book you haven't read yet and I picked up Reckless by Elsie Silver. Then we have an author whose first or last name starts with M and I'm going to be picking up All My Kisses For You by Monica Murphy. We have the new prompt of book closest to 300 pages and I'm going to be picking up Tattered Stars by Catherine Cowles. Then we had an author whose first or last name starts with the first letter of the month, which is obviously A for August, and I'm going to be reading Playing by Her Rules by Amy Andrews. We have a double barrel A, so it feels even better. And then we had the prompt of a motorcycle romance and I'm going to be picking up Where We Started by Ashley Munoz. Oh my god, I'm so excited for this month now. Oh my goodness. There we have my entire TBR for the month of August. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I had a really good time as per usual. Felt a little bit chaotic. My brain's a little bit scrambled today, but we're gonna roll with it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Once again, I really hope you enjoyed. If you did, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe because I would love to have you here. My Instagram and Goodreads are also always linked down in the description. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video for like the 3rd time and I will hopefully see you in the next one. Bye!